We have another update on what went down at Mar-A-Lago, and FBI agents seized medical documents, financial information from Trump. Okay, financial documents, okay, don't really know about the privilege there, but medical documents, wouldn't that somehow, it's not quite as strong as the legal implications of breaking attorney-client privilege, but doctor-patient confidentiality? Isn't that kind of a thing as well? But no. The FBI is there to make sure that there are absolutely no secret documents in Mar-A-Lago. Okay, and hey man, Bill Barr said that he finds it a little bit suspicious that Trump would have declassified everything that's there. And of course, he would know. Fuck Bill Barr. Anyways, FBI agents in August seized medical documents and financial information from former President Donald Trump, and they raided his Mar-a-Lago resort. Oh my god, they finally got the actual documents from his doctor that shows that Trump is not fit for office. So like, oh my god, did you see him shuffle down that ramp when it was slippery? He's clearly not fit for office in the way that he holds a drink of water. Oh my god. But yeah, just tell me about the paragon of health and lucidity that is the current president. Ugh. Seized materials include medical documents, correspondence related to taxes, and accounting information. U.S. District Judge Aileen CANNON, a Trump appointee, wrote in the filing, citing a document filed under seal by the U.S. government team in charge of shielding potentially privileged records from investigators. That document has not been made public for pretty obvious reasons, I guess. There's been no prior indication that seized documents included medical and financial records. No, they were just in there. It's like anything that we want. Because it also says that, yeah, you might be able to see that. Yeah, kind of. I'll just clarify it, okay, instead of just, zooming out or anything like that. But apparently, okay, on top of the fact that Melania's panty drawer was raided because geeks in the FBI, I guess, whatever, wanting to at least get as close to a supermodel as humanly possible, also went through Barron Trump's room as well, like as if he was going to be keeping any top secret documents in there. Okay. U.S. officials have acknowledged that agents took thousands of non-classified documents from Trump while serving the search warrant on August 8th, as well as dozens of books, clothing, gifts, magazines, and passports. And also folders that had classified, top secret, and secret designations on them. And you remember what was inside those folders? Absolutely nothing. Certain personal effects were commingled with classified material in the seized evidence. Some of the boxes, or the items as it was described when we went over them. Whole lot of nothing. Prosecutors wrote in the August 30th filing, personal effects without evidentiary value will be returned. I'm sure they will be. But hey, we actually got some movement on the special master gimmick. It's happening, and this is where things are going to get a little bit more spicy. Judge grants Trump motion for special master to review records seized by the FBI. U.S. judge on September 5th agreed to insert a special master into the review process after she indicated a couple weeks ago at this point. U.S. District Judge Aileen CANNON ordered the appointment of a special master to review the seized property for items and documents that may be covered by attorney-client and or executive privilege. In addition to being deprived of potentially significant personal documents, which alone creates a real harm, plaintiffs faces an unquantifiable potential harm by way of improper disclosure of sensitive information to the public, Cannon wrote in her 24-page order, released several days after the hearing in which she heard arguments from Trump's lawyers and attorneys of the government. Further, plaintiff is at risk of suffering injury from the government's retention and potential use of privileged materials in the course of that process thus far, and it has been closed off to the plaintiff, and that has raised at least some concerns as to the efficacy, even if inadvertently so, she added. A special master is an independent third party who assists in the sensitive cases. FBI agents seized records, notes, other items, a bunch of magazine clippings, some fucking news stories as well, just a whole bunch of fucking nonsense. Anything that they could get their grubby little mitts on. Cannon said she was swayed to side with Trump in part. Oh, see, she's clearly compromised. She was appointed by Trump. Oh my God, corruption. Anyways, because the United States government filter team, which is supposed to identify all potential privileged items, failed to do so. Oh, wow. So the government didn't do their job properly. Color me surprised. Those instances alone, even if they were entirely inadvertent, yield questions about the adequacy of the filter review process. And here we have every single line of her 24-page motion. No, I'm not going to read fucking all of it. I'm not even going to read any of it because internet sleuths have already done the important work for us. You remember when the search first went down, right? Given a question, I think the next day, whenever Joe Biden managed to shamble his old ass up to a podium, he was asked the question, sir, how much notice were you given about the raid on your potential upcoming political opponent if you managed to survive that long to run again in 2024? We know you already filed the paperwork, which is hilarious. But if you're going to be up there, how much notice were you given about the raid on Mar-A-Lago? Remember, Biden said, I didn't have an advance notice. I had absolutely none. Zero. Zilch. Nada. None, I think. I don't know. Just get me out of here. President Biden on Wednesday said he didn't have any advance notice of the FBI's unprecedented raid of former President Donald Trump's private residence in Mar-a-Lago earlier this month. I didn't have any advanced notice, Biden said, after making remarks and yelling and wondering about MAGA Republicans in the audience and they're coming to kill me. The White House on Wednesday and his administration's plan to cancel student loan debt. None. Zero. None. Not one single bit, I think. White House has repeatedly said Biden learned about the FBI's raid on Trump's private residence through public records, just like American people did. Oh my God, that is hearkening back to Barack Obama. Well, I learned about it just like everybody else out there. I was watching the news, and that's when I found out, just like the rest of you plebs. Now, if you'd excuse me, I got a pack of smokes to go dispose of in my lungs. Bet you didn't know he was a fucking habitual chain smoker. Well, the media really ran cover for the Obama administration. Anyways, Fox News reported this week that Biden's White House, at the request of the Justice Department, signed off to the FBI and the intelligence community examined hundreds of pages of classified documents Trump turned over to the National Archives and Records Administration this spring, a newly surfaced government letter revealed. But yes, this is all old news at this point. Why did I bring this up? Because Biden said to the public, I had no advance notice of this at all. And the White House went and confirmed that. No idea. The Department of Justice just acts independently. Don't worry about it. It's the FBI. It's the Department of Justice. Okay, cool. And like I said, the internet was already going ahead and doing the important work for us. Okay. And as you can see here, just blown up for the world to see. There, I'll just move myself up a little bit so we can all read along together, shall we? Okay, so just reading the final line of, what would that be, page 2. This is the Cannon motion that is out there, right? So, on May 10th, 2022, NARA informed the plaintiff that it would proceed with providing the FBI access to the records in question, as requested by the incumbent president, beginning as early as Thursday, May 12th, 2022. So, what does that really mean? Well, you take a look at the second footnote right there. NARA is an independent federal agency within the executive branch. The executive branch. Now, if you guys remember social studies from back in the cut, especially if you're American or if you're abroad as well, there's 3 branches of government, right? Congressional, judicial, and executive. What's in the executive branch, by the way? Would that be the president's office? Interesting. That is responsible for the preservation of documents of governments and historical record. It's an independent federal agency. What does that really mean? Joe Biden ordered the raid on his political opponent's house. You goddamn fucking right. Joe Biden knew about all this shit at the exact same time. Why do you think he's been going so hard lately? MAGA Republicans are evil. They're going to enact violence on the nation. They are obviously trying to stop Trump from running in 2024. They are trying to demonize, castigate, and outright remove anybody who supports Trump from polite society. Go ahead and continue to discuss a whole bunch of fucking nonsensical shit and don't pay attention to the man behind the fucking curtain. This little admission in the judge's motion to appoint the special master to oversee anything really just let the cat out of the bag. Joe Biden was in on it from the very fucking moment. If not him, whoever is actually pulling the strings. If you don't believe me, it's there in fucking black and white. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.